you? I'm good, thank you for asking. I am here to talk to you about fear and saying goodbye to your LEO. I don't remember when we decided this, but John and I decided long ago that we would not say goodbye. We don't say goodbye. When we're on the phone, when we're in person, before work, before leaving, before grocery shopping, it doesn't matter. We don't say goodbye. We don't say bye. We say, see you later. I love you. I love you too. I love you more. I love you most. All that mushy gushy stuff. And I say, be safe, and he says, I will, or I always am. And I say, come home to me, and he says, I will, or I always do. So that's what we say. And then the kids, we recently started having the kids not say goodbye because they were like saying, bye daddy, bye. And he was like, you know what mommy and I do? And so he explained to them, and I started crying. But they don't say goodbye either. So we explained to them, give your hugs and kisses, tell daddy you love him, he loves you, but don't say goodbye. Cool beans. That's how we do it. Okay? Just because you never know. You never know. So it's always, I will see you later, I love you. We never say the final goodbye. Because I don't want to say goodbye and have it be goodbye. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, that's how we say goodbye. Something to think about for you. And then someone just posted, like I said, I get a lot of my inspiration from the Facebook groups that I'm part of, and someone just posted that their husband just called to tell her that he loves her. I don't know if it's like to tell you, maybe it wasn't I love you, maybe it was just my husband called to tell me that he's going on a foot pursuit into the woods after a murder suspect who is armed and dangerous. Excuse me. Yeah. And I think it happens more often than I think it happens that spouses call to say, I'm going into this dangerous situation. I'm going to go serve a warrant. I'm going to go search a house. I'm going to go on a pursuit. I'm in a pursuit. And I don't understand that. John's never done that. But I think I've always heard about it after the fact, and I would prefer it that way. I do not understand why you're calling. I mean, other than to say, like, I love you, just in case I don't come home. But you should have done that already. Make the time that they go to work or after they have their meal at home your I love you time. I don't understand the calling to let you know I'm in grave danger thing at all. Because then these wives, they don't eat, they don't sleep, they worry and they worry and they worry. And some of them have scanners and they turn on the scanner and listen, and that makes them worry even more. And this one gal was like, but when he does that, I don't sleep. Because obviously he's on night shift, but I don't sleep. And it's hard for me to eat until I know that he's safe. And it's just like, I am very thankful John doesn't do that. Because I probably wouldn't sleep either. I mean, and I already have a hard time sleeping, but that's just because I'm a night owl. John texts me when he's going to be late. It could be an hour before he gets off. It could be 5 minutes before he gets off. It could be 5 minutes after he's already supposed to have been home. It could be an hour after he's already supposed to be home. And he just texts me, gonna be late. Or if he's in a hurry, late. I get a one-word text, late. And I'm like, okay. And I don't know what he's doing. I don't know why. And I don't let it bother me. I just don't. Sometimes I will say it's not 100%. Sometimes I slip and I worry and I wonder. Sometimes I cry when he goes to work. I talked about that on a video already, that sometimes I just worry. I let the worry get to me and I cry when he leaves and he hates it and I do too. And but really, honestly, these women don't, okay, if your spouse, girlfriend, brother, mom, dad, daughter, son, person in your life who is in law enforcement, don't worry. Worry a little bit. And have your moments that you worry, but don't let it control you 100% of the time. To where you're not eating, to where you're not sleeping, to where you're angry. Don't let it control you, okay? And I know I'm different with the feelings and everything anyway, because I kind of have weirdo feelings. I'm weird in the brain, but I'm serious. Like, it doesn't mean you don't care about them if you don't worry. You just know your limits, and you know what's good for you, and you know what's not good for you. And what's not good for you is not eating, not sleeping, not taking care of yourself, hygienically, that kind of thing. So don't worry. Don't let the fear take over. Don't constantly be worried that he's going to get shot, he's going to get run over, he's going to get run off the road, he's going to be in an accident. Don't do that, okay? Give it a centimeter and then reel it back in. Because more likely than not, he's got backup of some sort. City police have a whole bunch of backup. They might not have partners, but there should be someone reasonably close. They have the county deputies and they have state. County deputies have city and state. State has city and county. So even though it's not like just because they're different departments means that they're not going to help. They all have radios intertwined. They can hear each other. Their dispatches are connected to the point where they can get a hold of each other. They most likely have backup. So they're not out there alone. And they've got their training. How much training did your officer have before this? A lot. They went through an academy. They've passed their tests. They've been trained to the best of their ability, and they keep on being trained for stuff. So it's not like he's a postman going out there. You know what I mean? This is what they're trained for. This is their job. This is what they know how to do. I don't even know if I'm making any sense. I'm just saying, I know you love them. I know it can be freaking hard. And it can be worrisome. And it can be scary. The other day, he was supposed to be home at 2. And I knew he was going to be at the office doing paperwork for a little bit. But the baby woke up a couple minutes before 6. And I realized John wasn't in bed. Because most of the time he can come in and take his uniform off and put everything away, and he doesn't wake me up most of the time, like 99% of the time. I just wake up and, oh, he's in bed. But the baby woke up a little bit before 6, and I woke up hearing him cry, and it's like you kind of reach over, or you realize that side of the bed is still cold, and he wasn't here. And then I kind of like... like, oh my gosh, he was supposed to be doing paperwork. What happened? Well, I texted him, like, are you okay? And he texted me back. I kind of was like, do I need to call dispatch? Like, ugh. He had been doing paperwork that whole time because it was paperwork in the police world is crazy. And if you're deciding to become a police officer but you don't like paperwork, don't do it, because there is a lot of paperwork and forms and all kinds of crap. So he had been working on paperwork that whole time, and he said, yeah, I'm just now loading up the car. But that was kind of like my moment of oh my gosh. So I have those moments. So there are moments when it's justified that you can kind of lose it and be worried. But if you are living in fear 100% of the time, that's unhealthy. And you need to get a grip, whether it's counseling or, just talking with them, but maybe counseling just for like anxiety reasons. I don't know. That's totally your journey, whether it's conversations with other LEO people, whether it's family or counseling or just talking more with your spouse. Maybe it's coming to an agreement that I really don't want you to call me before you go on a foot chase of a murder suspect. Just text me when you're going to be late and then tell me when you get home safely that, oh, by the way, I had to chase a murderer through the woods. I'd rather hear it after and say, thank you, Lord, he came home, than before and be worried. So I don't know. You all need to discuss that amongst yourselves. You need to decide what works for you. I'm just saying, please, 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 don't let the fear and the worry of this occupation, career, rule your life. Because that is a miserable way to live. You don't want to live like that. You still want to have joy in your relationship and in your life and with your family and that loved one that is in law enforcement. And if you worry, it's going to eat your soul. Don't let it eat you alive. Find something that works for you. I stay up very late until I'm like passing out, and then I turn on my fan and my white noise maker, and then next time I wake up, he's usually home. So that's all. I hope this video was not too crazy. I know I'm like, I need to go chill out or else I'm never gonna get to sleep. Please give it a thumbs up if it was interesting at all to you, if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you're new here. If you are new here, thank you for visiting. This was an awesome video for you to visit on. Cool. And if you're returning, thanks for coming back to the crazy. And remember to hit that bell next to the subscribe button, even if you're already subscribed. If you have not hit that bell yet, hit that bell so that YouTube will tell you when my next video goes up, so that you know right away. I love you all so much. I will talk to you all later.